Okay, this is my student, and we are ready for SPSS for independent T, right? We are going to fly, right? Say yay! Good, thank you for being my good partner.
We sound crazy. It's okay.
Yeah. In the future, when you get old and I'm very, very old, then you can look and say, oh, we used to be young. I wish when I was a student, they have such thing. In that time, you have that big recorder, right? You don't have that iPhone, this phone is so convenient. Okay. So, this actually very easy. So, open, if you are not yet, open your SPSS. Okay. And then open your work document. So, today, before you walk out, you require to finish this worksheet.
Okay.
Okay? And so, of course, if you're not able, you can stay here for your lunch hour and then finish. Okay? It won't be hard. But then, actually, we don't use any pre-existing data that we did before because the data is here. So we have to put in the data. Okay, so then, everybody still remember when you do one sample T, because what? Because it's only one sample, right? Because it's only one sample. If we have time today, maybe I'll give you the map. Okay, so like this one, okay, they tell you the national average of APC attitude toward math scale is 4. So 4 is our mean. Okay? And then the teacher draw a standard sample student from an urban school district that do this test for their group, and they got these numbers. They didn't tell you the average yet. That's why we have to calculate, right? We have to calculate. But this is the writing part of hypothesis. And if you look at here and then you think about the one we just did, how do you write in our statistical way? How do you write this in statistical way? How do you write in statistical way?
Mu
Yeah?
is
Equal
to
Equal
4.0.
right? 4.0, right? And then mu unequal, right? So that is, when you are doing research class, you cannot just write this. You need to put into the a sentence, okay? So here we say not, and you say yes. So always not there, okay? Unless you are greater than this, okay? And then that's math goal, that's our dependent variable, and we are doing this, okay, national to a math scale, and this not. Okay, so now that is the first step, right? Now we need to run it. Okay, so go to your SPSS, and you maybe want to write down the number somewhere, because if they are straight, I don't know, we can copy paste a straight number. We can, right? Okay, so if you don't believe you are going to remember, let's write down here.
Are we in variable view? Variable view?
Okay, just okay. Okay, so you are in SPSS. Go to your variable view. Okay, and then actually we just use one column, right? So since this is a math, so let's give it a name called math. Okay, then we don't need to set the value. I didn't tell you 1 is mean what, 2 is mean what. That's just a scope, right? And this actually is scale. Okay, so now let's go to data view and put the number, the number. Okay, so I already write down, so maybe you can see together. 2, 10, 7, 1, 1, 3, 4, 4, 6, 1. Okay, make sure your number is correct. 2, 10, 6, 0, 6, 4, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 5, 7, 1, 1, 3, 4, 4, 6, 1. Okay, so now when we run our doing your statistical running, okay, it's important this part, analyze. Remember last time when we do the descriptive, right? We go there. Oh, your computer is not working? Are you okay?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So now let's go to analyze. Okay. Yes. Okay, so now before I tell you where to go, look at this column. Where you think will be a good airport we should go? Which airport you should go to get to the right place?
Compare means.
Yes, compare means. Because whenever we want to compare, we always compare means. So go to compare means. Okay. And now, everything we are going to learn is here. Okay. So one sample, independent, and it's so interesting they use a capital D. And then this will be, don't worry about that one. This will be dependent T. This one we know one.
Which one?
Okay, so this time we are going to which one? One sample T. Okay, so go to one sample T. Okay,
What the heck is happening?
now put the math goal here. Okay, and then also quite often students forget about this. Okay, this is the place for you to put your population mean. Okay, the one we say hypothesis mu equal 4. Mu and equal 4, that is this, okay? Because if you don't change this, your answer will be different than, if you put them, okay? So test value, put this time is 4, right? Okay, and just say, okay. Wow. We take 20 minutes to take 4 steps. It's here. It's here. That's why Andrea like to fly. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, did you get this one? They need looks like this. They need the looks like this. Okay, so now I want you to copy these 2 tables to your worksheet. So hold your control. Hold your control. Okay, hold your control and copy these 2 tables. And click your right side mouse. Say copy. Go to your Word document. And I want you to insert here. Okay. So now, let's transfer our data. So one thing to ask yourself if you calculate right or not. Look at your table. Do they tell you test value? Okay. If this test value same as the one, your hypothesis. Okay. If they are the same, then you are pretty much correct. Okay. So now let's transfer the mean score to here, standard deviation to here. Test value is this 4, and the t-score, SIG. Okay, let's put everything there. Let's transfer those data there. Okay, mean 3.7 thousand. Standard deviation 2.55672. Test value is 4. T is negative 0.525. your SIG 0.606. Okay. Now let's get to this part before we think about decision. Okay. Let's copy the number here. Okay, so let's copy one more time. Okay, so for the local district sample, the value mean standard deviation are 3.7,000 and 2.55672. The national mean is what? 4. Okay. The difference between the sample mean and national mean, okay, now we have to decide what happened here. Okay. Now, when you see this number, and remember when we put our critical, T critical, even we don't need to do that for SPSS, but remember we put T critical, alpha level is what? What's our alpha level for this question? 0.05. Right? So 0.05, okay, and we know we have to divide from the G, but then just put 0.05. I don't want to confuse you. Okay. So that means actually they are half of this area, right? So this number have to be, this actually is our P, okay? That's SIG in your mind is your P. Okay. Remember we say P had to be less than the alpha level you set up, right? To be what? To be rejected, right? Right? Have to be small. Okay, now you look at the number. Are they small or bigger? Huh? Bigger. So if this is bigger than 0.05, what's that mean?
It's accepted.
Huh?
It's accepted. It's not rejected.
So fail to
Fail to reject.
reject. Okay? Okay? Because they are bigger than this area, right? They are 0.606. You only allow 0.05. They are much bigger. Okay? So then you have to fail. So then that's the reason I want to remind you here, because all these answer, so this one will be is not, right? It's not statistically significant. At what level? At what level? What level we set up? What level we set up? 0.05, right? 0.05. Right? And then T, okay, let me type here. So you can tell me. Okay. So here we say it's not. Okay, it's not. Okay, at 0.05. Okay, now beside T, please, I want you to put parentheses and put the degree of freedom. Degree of freedom is, what's the degree of freedom? Let them don't tell you, but you know what degree of freedom is. Oh, there, they tell you. 19, right? Okay, please put 19 here. Oh, see, they changed to the capital. 19 equal negative 0.525. Oh, okay, I have degree freedom there, later. Okay, sorry. Okay, put 19 here. Okay, so greater, and we say fail to reject. Okay, and then so our decision is fail to reject H. Oh.
tell me from the beginning? I had trouble putting my data in as far as what tests we're running.
Okay, now you go to data view.
Data view.
Okay, now go to analyze,
Okay.
go to compare means,
One sample.
one sample t, and then your test value have to change to 4. No.
Okay. So 4. Why?
Yeah. Because our question here we say
Okay.
we
It's
say
4.
the national average is 4.
It's 4. Okay.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then
just
you
okay.
run it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then copy paste. Any others? Any other have trouble? Okay. Okay. So now the second one. Okay. The second one, they are similar, but the data is different, and this value is different. The average is different. Okay. So first of all, I want you to type this hypothesis, finish the hypothesis yourself. So there is not significant difference of mass score. Okay. Between the sample mean of, I think we say the local district and the national average, right? What do I say last time? We can just copy paste them. Okay, we can just copy. The math, and then for this. Okay. Then, now it's the time to clean those data. Okay, number. Okay. So let's back to our data. And then we can just change this one. So 3, 10, 6, 2, 6, 4, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay. 3, 10, 6, 2, 6, 4, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3. Okay. Where do we go? Anybody still remember? Somebody want to walk me through? Where do we go? Okay. And then compare means. And then what? One sample. And make sure you change here to what?
2.5.
2.5. Okay? Okay. Then just before we copy paste. So what did you see the result? What do you see the result? This time good news or bad news? Good news or bad news? Look at your SIG. Look at your SIG. What's your SIG? 0.005. It is pretty good number. Right? Because what's our alpha level? 0.01, right? And this even smaller than 0.01. So actually, as a researcher, this number the key. You know, when you run the data, after you collect all the data and then you run it, you know, and this number can make you cry or make you cheer. Okay, so let's copy these two tables. Okay, go to your Word document. Okay, so your mean is, so if you see your test value 2.5, that means you do correctly. 4.1000. Standard deviation is 2.22190. Your test value is 2.5. Your T is 3.220. Your SIG is 0.005. Okay. Then we say 4.1000 and 2.22190. The national mean is 2.5. Okay. They are is or is not? Which one? Is. This time is. Okay, and that's 0.01. Your T equal 3.220. Your degree freedom is 19. Your P is what? Which way? Less than, yes. Okay, so then you was or reject, fail too. Was. Reject. Okay. So when you reject, you reject HO. So here you say reject HO. Okay, you need to tell me reject HO. If you just say reject, I don't know what you are rejecting. You reject me, or you reject yourself, or you reject H1. It's a reject HO. Okay? So easy, right? Easy, right? Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to have you do 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to have you do it. I'll be here. Raise your hand if you have any question. They'll follow the same procedure. Make sure you remember is change your test value. Change your test value. Okay? So I'm going to stop recording here. The student going to, so just start to do 3, 4, 5, 6 yourself.